I want to get more on healthcare reform. In my opinion, it's all but dead in the Senate. They just don't have the votes to pass it. So I'm going to bring in Pete Petit. He is known as the Donald Trump of Georgia. He is the financial chair of the Georgia Republican Party. He's also the CEO of a medical device company. So here we have, you're a Trump guy, you're a Republican, and the Republicans have failed to repeal a tax which you, with your company, have to pay. Where do you stand in all of this? Are you still a Trump guy? Are you still a Republican?
Stuart, absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, the healthcare system in America, to me, is the most complex business entity that anyone could ever design. The constituents are not aligned, and there's dozens of them. This particular situation was disappointing. We need to take the first step of a lengthy process to have experts come in, and I think the president knows how to assemble those and design a process procedure for making these changes that are necessary.
But that's miles away. It's miles away, and as things stand, the Republican Party has failed. Now, that's a pretty harsh judgment, but I'm going to make it. What say you?
I couldn't agree with you more, and it comes down to some, I'm afraid, egos of a few people. Instead of taking the American public's interest at heart, some people went off on some other tangents. That's disappointing. The president's leadership, I think, will eventually reign through here, though.
Now, do you think that the Republican Party can now unite around the idea of cutting taxes? We know the broad, rough outline of the package. You've got to tell me if you think the Republicans can actually pass this thing.
Well, I do, and I heard the president's comments a minute ago, and I believe, again, he came into this office not as a politician but as a business executive, which Washington dearly needed. He's learning some of this political approaches. I think he's going to end up bringing this a piece at a time so we don't get the media all off on tangents associated with it. So let's see what happens, and I think he's going to pull this one off.
One last quick question, if I may. You run a medical device company, a medical device maker. Has the tax on your product really hurt your business?
Well, anytime small and fast-growing medical innovation or any kind of companies have an extra tax put on it, it's troublesome. It's troublesome. In our case, thank goodness, we've performed exceptionally well. We're the 5th fastest-growing public company in America at this point in time. Ooh. So those kind of things haven't affected us. But anytime that kind of tax is dropped on a business enterprise, it affects its productivity and innovation.
Pete Petit, what's the name of your company again?
MiMedx Group.
MiMedx Group. I'll remember that.
MiMedx Group.
Okay. Pete Petit.
Symbol MDXG.
We'll take it. MDXG. Thank you very much for joining us, Pete. We do appreciate it.